Okay, Denise, so if you can't prove to me that magic works, how can I prove to myself that magic works if that's supposed to be something that's possible? Great question, and I have an answer for you. But first of all, I have to address two very frustrating obstacles that I wish weren't the case, but they are. So let's check them out. First of all, we have the fact that any magic that you do in order to prove to yourself that magic works will not work. Great, right? So the magic that you do has to be because you need the magic to work, not because you're trying to prove that magic works. How frustrating. Yeah, well, I'm obviously not going to rely on something that I don't know for sure works. Well, don't start with like massive life-changing magic. Start with little things. And in just a few seconds, I'll give you a little thing that you can try. But you'll do it for the outcome of the magic itself. Don't do it to prove to yourself that magic works, because then it won't work. All right, the second frustrating part is that your unconscious mind has been trained throughout your entire life to believe that magic doesn't work. And so you can get the most shockingly accurate results to your magic and in the moment feel, oh my goodness, it's worked. It's incredible. Okay, I can maybe try something more. Yeah, sure. Except that 2 days later, this will all feel like a dream and you'll think to yourself, it was probably a coincidence. As long as you have more information in your unconscious mind telling you that magic isn't real, it's all a coincidence, then you have that magic is in fact real and that it does work, then your unconscious mind will always take over and say, no, what were you thinking? Obviously magic isn't real. So do magic over and over again, day after day, to give it more evidence that magic works than it has evidence that magic doesn't work. As soon as those scales flip, then your unconscious mind will stop working against you and start cooperating and in fact become a positive force in your magical practice. So how can you start? What's a very simple magical practice that you can do? The first magical practice that I always recommend is the Gallery of Magic's Magickal Cashbook. I think that their Magickal Cashbook is a perfect jumping on point for people wanting tangible results that will help their unconscious mind to start getting on board with their magical practice, because the results are so shockingly accurate. They're so surprising. Asking for a specific amount of money and receiving that exact amount of money is always such a very strong experience that naturally your unconscious mind gets strongly imprinted every time it happens. I'll leave links in the description. Is a really great starting point.